Hi, Kitty Pies. I am Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Young and the Restless edition. All right. Today is Monday, November the 20th, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this one a solid 6. First off, we start off with Jill and Chance. She's happy, of course, to see him and that he's not in any harm's way. And then Nina comes up. They're all at Crimson Lights. So then Nina comes up and, they sit down and Nina lets Jill know that Chance has been thinking about maybe not going, giving up his career at the police, as a police officer, detective. And of course, Jill is happy to hear this, but Chance says, no, like, don't read too much into this. But Jill says she thinks this is a wonderful idea for him. And not only that, but he can actually come work with her at the company, um, you know, at Chancellor Winters. And I said, okay, everybody gonna be there. That'd be awkward because Devon, I don't know. But anyway, so she said, I can teach you all about the business and you can come work there. And he says, oh, I don't know. But then Jill has to leave because Devon wanted a meeting. So Nina and Chance continue to talk. And as they continue to talk, he decides that he'll listen to Jill. So he leaves Jill a message letting her know that he's open to the discussion. So then we see that Kyle, excuse me, not Kyle, Devon and Tucker are they meet at what is that, the athletic club? Anyways, they're meeting. Tucker's having breakfast, and Devon sees him, and he says, "I need you to tell me the truth about May May, and Mamie, and your, all the stuff you're working with her." And Tucker continues to say, "It's not like that," and I don't really think it is. I think they want Jill out, but he's not trying to harm Devon. He feels like he would be doing Devon a solid by letting him have complete control of the company. About ousting Jill, but Devon says, "You lied to me. You said you didn't know Mimi then. You told me it was about me." And he just can't trust Tucker, so he doesn't want him to be a part of his life. Now, Ashley sees this and she comes up to Tucker and she tells him, "I'm willing to help you because you're a lousy partner, a lousy father, but you are a great granddad, and so I'm willing to help you so that you can continue to have a relationship with Dominic." So Ashley and Tucker go back and forth because he was like, "Why are you wanting to help me? Like, I'm supposed to be this big bad man. Why do you want to help me?" And she said, "Because it's about Dominic and everything." And I'm just like, at this point, it almost seems like Ashley doesn't know what she wants. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's all over the place when it comes to Tucker. Anyways, Tucker's like, "Fine, Ashley, help me if you can." He'll accept her help. So then Ashley goes home, and that's it with them, y'all. So we see later on that, Tucker's just sitting there and he's up to something. And at this point, I don't even know if the writers know what he's up to. I feel like this storyline, just because they don't write in advance like Days of Our Lives, where the storyline is 6 months out, they film it 6 months in advance. I feel like with this, they don't write this in advance, so they just make this stuff up on the fly. I'm sorry. That's how it feels like when I'm watching this. Like, they'll have a storyline and you think maybe it's about to go this way, and then they're like, too much effort, let's just do the simple thing. Like Bold and the Beautiful, you can tell these soaps are together because their storylines, they never go into. Cause I wanted to see Nikki today. Why are you left with Nikki, having been fed alcohol, and then you don't bring that back on a Monday? No. Anyways, let's keep going. So then we see Diane and Kyle. So she's still telling him that he does not need to tell Jack what he has done, as far as him being about to go on the dark side, to the dark side with Tucker. She still thinks that, just play Tucker and Audra, find out everything you need to find out, and then before it all happens, tell your dad, and your dad everybody will be happy about what you've done for the family. Kyle isn't 100% behind this, but Diane talks him into it. And I said, this is the wrong advice. So then Jack comes in and he was like, "What y'all talking about? Tell me what." And so Kyle just says that he's willing to take the COO position now, and he sees the error of his ways, and he's sorry. He just wants his dad to know he loves him and he's sorry, and he wants them to have a better relationship. And of course Jack is like, he this is what he wanted for his son and with his son. So of course he's like, thank you, and he's happy. So then we see where Ashley comes in, and when Ashley comes in, she tells them about um how she's going to help Tucker. And Jack says, well, if Kyle doesn't want a relationship, excuse me, not Kyle, if Devon doesn't want a relationship with Tucker, I don't think you should stay in it. She said, this is about a father and a son, and I'm going to do everything in my power to help that. I don't know what the argument is here between Ashley and Jack. Why are y'all fussing? I guess Jack is just like, well, you said the man was emotionally abusive to you. He yelled at you and it frightened you. So why would you want to be around him? Plus, he wants to drop that expose on Tucker. And she's like, I don't think we should do it because then Tucker has nothing left. And that is a loose cannon, Tucker. I don't think you should do this, Jack. And Diane and Kyle agree with her as well. And so Jack said, okay, fine, I'm going to save it. And that's what they do. So then when Jack and Ashley leave, um, Diane says, nobody's gonna expose Tucker for who he is except for you, Kyle. You're gonna get all of the glory. And I said, okay, we're gonna see. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but we're gonna see. Um, then we go over here with Abby and Devon, and he tells her that he found out about his dad and that he's been lying to him and he doesn't want anything to do with him. And so they start talking and about just family, and Tucker's doing all this lying, and he says, you just gave me an idea on how I can get to the bottom of this with Tucker. So then we see Devon goes over to Lily's and Jill's, and they're forming this plan, and we don't know what the plan is. And then all of a sudden Mamie and Nate come to the door, and they tell her, we want to get the family back together. We want to offer Nate some type of job or some type of, we want to bring him around. But to do this, you got to tell the truth about Tucker. And she says, okay, I was working with Tucker. He invested in my company, but I let him go as soon as I found out the type of man he was. And they said, okay, well then you know what Tucker's plan is. Tell us what it is. We need to know. And so again, that's where you see Tucker sitting at the table, because at this point he gets a message from Audra, because Kyle texted Audra and he told Audra that he needs to talk to her. And so she tells Tucker through text message, Kyle reached out and he says, reel him in. So again, everybody knows Tucker has a plan and they're all trying to figure it out. Like Devon, Lily, and Jill want Mamie to tell them what Tucker plan is. Kyle is trying to use Audra to tell him what the plan is. And Tucker, whatever it is, Tucker is keeping it close to his chest, and that's all we have. And y'all, that was The Young and the Restless today, guys. It was a solid episode. It wasn't over the top or anything like too much. It was just a solid episode. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for a new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, The Young and the Restless edition. Goodbye.